Sportsbit is powered by BetOnline, driving the opening odds market since 2001. Visit sportsbookreview.com to learn more about BetOnline and its A+ rated platform in the link below.
Sunday's nightcap in the NFL playoffs. The fourth game out of four over the weekend. Saints and the Vikings. Minnesota. They've been bet up to -5. Game was 4.5 yesterday. It's 5 today as we record on Thursday. Total, also been bet up a notch or two, was 45.5 24 hours ago. Now we're talking about 46.5. So Minnesota and the over have taken the early money. These teams met in week one of the season. Minnesota -3 in that ballgame. They won 29-19. I'd throw that game out completely. The key players, let's see. For the Saints, Adrian Peterson was their leading rusher. Kobe Fleener was their leading receiver. Neither guy's on the well. Fleener's on IR. Peterson didn't last, a month in New Orleans. For Minnesota, key players in that game, Sam Bradford and Dalvin Cook. Both guys were on IR by the end of September. So I think they were on IR within like a week or two of that ballgame. So really, all the key pieces for both squads from that week one matchup haven't played for the teams from basically all year. Threw it out. So, say, look at New Orleans last week. This team rode Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara all year, most of the regular season. A duo that was, bottom line, phenomenal. Running the football, catching passes out of the backfield, allowing Drew Brees to set the all-time completion percentage record in the NFL. When you have that strong of a running game, you're going to have open receivers. That's what the Saints did. And, of course, with both guys good pass catchers out of the backfield, lots of short, easy completions for the Saints offense that allowed Drew Brees to set that all-time record. But against Carolina last week, the running game didn't work. Ingram and Kamara combined to gain 45 yards. The Saints as a team only gained 41 yards. The duo of Ingram and Kamara, one pass reception each. What did Drew Brees do? Well, we saw the Drew Brees of old. He was chucking it downfield. 23 completions for 376 yards and 2 touchdowns. Great production from the wide receivers. Thomas, Ginn, Coleman, all with big games. And you say, hey, now all of a sudden this Minnesota defense has got to worry about the downfield passing game. That hasn't been a huge part of the Saints offense this year, and that could well reopen the running lanes for the backs that got stuffed last week. Saints offense might work here, even against the elite Minnesota defense. That being said, the Saints defense has issues. I mean, they've lost a key guy from all three units on the defense side of the football down the stretch. You look at the graphic here, the key defensive injuries. Alex Okafor, he's a pass rusher, he's a run stuffer. His absence has made a difference. A.J. Klein at linebacker, he was a quarterback of the defense. He was the guy that called the plays. Who was the other guy that called the plays when Klein was out? Kenny Vaccaro, the safety. He's hurt as well. All three guys out long term. What's happened the last 2 games? The Bucs, not a real strong offensive team this year. The Panthers, a team that basically didn't have any healthy receivers, not many healthy receivers. That duo in the last 2 games has scored 50 points against its Saints defense, 868 yards, more than 440 per game, or more than 430 per game, I should say, and 21 of 35 on third downs. They're getting third and shorts. They're converting on those. This is the problem for New Orleans. And what's the biggest issue when you talk about playing week after week after giving up all those third down conversions? Real simple. The defense stays on the field. That Saints defense has been on the field for 152 snaps over the last 2 weeks. The NFL average for a 2-game stretch should be 126.6. So basically, the Saints, a non-bye week team, has faced the equivalent of 2 full extra drives in each game. That's an issue, I would think, going into Minnesota. Why was Case Keenum so good this year? For the very reason why the Saints defense might be vulnerable. Man, the Vikings have an experienced coaching staff. They've made good personnel decisions to create strong offensive balance. And offensive balance is the key here. Look at the pass distribution. Yeah, Thielen and Diggs have gotten the headlines, and they should have. But when you're talking about Rudolph making catches out of the backfield, and, 4 strong pass catchers, you're both wide receivers, your tight end, and your running back have over 50 catches. There's a go-to guy for whatever defensive weaknesses there are. Case Keenum, number 7 in the NFL in passer rating. He set career best for completion percentage, yards per pass, touchdown percentage, interception percentage, and passer rating. I ain't betting against the Vikings here. You can if you want. Not with my money. From a side perspective, it's Minnesota or pass for this bet.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.